matching hundreds. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards on the ground. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Dwayne Allen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. On 1st down, Fitzgerald. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Fitzgerald, and this is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Rivers. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Rivers. This one caught by Isabella. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Rivers, and it's complete. Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Rivers on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
38 yards on the scamper there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 53 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 3rd and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Rivers. And this one's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. the shotgun. It's Rivers trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Rivers to throw it as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Rivers on the money, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Drake fighting him off. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And another tap. He's going to go. Albert Wilson. And the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to... And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. To throw is Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Rivers. He's going to go up, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Throwing Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fitzpatrick now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
Used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll throw again, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A 1st down throw here for Rivers.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers, and he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. From the red zone now, Rivers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of it.
Devontae Parker. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
25 yards that time. To throw, Rivers. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A second down throw for Rivers.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Frank Gore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
49-20. In your face. Check. You ain't going nowhere.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Running, it's Drake. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. 3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. And that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack. And now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. William Hayes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Rivers leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dwayne Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing, Rivers, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air again here, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rivers again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Rivers, and this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Frank Gore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 4. A minute 51 on the clock. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Here's Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
180, 380.
Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rivers to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Isabella in the final minute, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Rumbling past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
They're running it. 57's Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Fitzpatrick. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean...